Hi, and welcome to BazBytes. My name's Matt Okuma. I'm a systems architect at Cisco, and what I'm going to cover today is a really exciting topic, and that is a first look at the unified communications features that have been added to our SD-WAN portfolio in solution. So specifically today, I'm going to walk through a high-level overview, just a quick look. First look at how we've integrated the voice features from our ISR routers into an SD-WAN platform appliance, being our ISR routers. So this is really key to consolidating the solution and making it a one-box solution. So those of you who have voice features that you run at your branch on your current ISR router, you can now leverage SD-WAN in a single appliance and no need for other appliance. So what I'm going to show you today is the Srst, some FXO, FXS features, SIP features. I'm not going to actually configure all those as I just have a lab. I'm just going to walk you through of what that looks like in the interface. So let me jump in here. This is my lab that you're looking at. I'm going to go to my main dashboard here. You'll see I have some sites up. I have one here router running at my home, one in a data center, and a third that's up in the Azure cloud. So that's my three WAN edges that you see connected here. Specifically, we're going to focus on this one called Okuma 1. It's an ISR 4331, and it's running the latest version of code, which is the 17.02 release, also called Amsterdam. And this one is the one that has kind of the single-fied image that actually has the SD-WAN or the voice features within SD-WAN. So let's just jump in and take a look at how we drive this from the template. So I'm going to go to the device templates here. I have this one here, and when you upgrade, there's some conversion of the templates here. You'll see I prefixed iOS_XE. And I migrated some templates into here, so I have these new features. So if I look here, I'm going to look for my ISR XE template right here. I'm just going to click on Edit. What you'll see here, this is my template. It basically converted into one called iOS_XE. It converted all my feature templates of everything that I'm configuring and setting up here. But what you'll notice, this new area here called Unified Communications. So you have a section here where you configure your voice cards in the system. I'm going to show you each one of these. Call routing, Srst, and then your voice policy configurations. So first, let's take a look at this FXO policy, or sorry, the SIP dial peer policy that I had set there. As you can see, it's basically like any other VIPTEL SD-WAN feature template where you can configure your interfaces and other things like that. But specifically here under dial plan, I configured one, just put some values in here so you can see this. So you still have all your functionality as setting them global or device specific depending on the operation here. So some of these can be device specific. I just created a generic one, a SIP dial peer for incoming calls, gave it a quick numbering pattern, gave it a preference, saved those changes on that, and then said, gave it a source interface. Obviously there's not a valid configuration, most likely, just trying to show you kind of the flow and first look at how we're taking all the normally CLI type features and presenting them in a GUI for you to consume and templatize so that you can quickly deploy these things. Secondly, I have a feature template I created for a voice card that, normally all your branch routers might have very similar voice cards in them. This is an example of a 4 FXO card. I created a new analog interface here, and if we take a look at that, you'll see same thing, the module, the subslot that it's in the router, port type, port range, all manner of normal configuration settings that you normally would do for an FXO card here. So you can apply those. So the next one in that list was the Srst config. So this is a big one, right? Like at your branch, branches are sometimes critical if they're like medical clinics, etc. And you want Srst, that's survivable remote site telephony service. What that does is allow your phones, if they lose their WAN connectivity, to register to the local router and still use local POTS lines for emergency dialing and temporary telephony services. So in this case, this is just showing you here how you can configure a quick configuration for SRST and reflected in the template, feature template here. The last one was the voice profile. And that's really, if you think about what the voice profiles do here, what they basically are doing is in a normal voice router, if you're used to those configurations, there's media resources or transcoding, and it's basically a way to tie the transcoding resources to different voice configurations and interfaces. So I'll walk you through that at the end, but I have a test one configured here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to my devices here. I'm going to go back to my I'm going to go back to my templates, my device template. I'm going to find that ISR one here, right here, and I'm going to attach a device to it. And I'm going to show you, so that's that Okuma one router I said we would, that's running here at my house. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to attach this profile. You know, everything here is all kind of still the same. No updates to some of the configurations there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it preview the CLI command here so you could see how it's automating those voice commands in a very efficient manner. So this is just a preview of what's going to be actually pushed to the router. And if I scroll down here, as we get down to the bottom here, you're actually going to see some pretty cool stuff. This is how we now have started exposing all that great unified communication and voice features into our ISR routers running in SD-WAN mode. So pretty slick here. So this is enabling that one appliance, one box. You can do your voice services and your SD-WAN services directly here on box. You can see here's some of their SRST config that I did, the voice card config, that one single dial peer that I did with that 999, and all the other voice card features. If I scroll up, when I was talking about some of the other stuff here, you know, we got the SIP configurations, stuff like that is all kind of here. I'm going to cancel out of that and just circle back on just one quick thing. This was meant to be pretty quick, just to show you a first look of how we're exposing these in the interface here. So adding those voice policies like they talked about. So I have anything built here, but you see you have voice ports, POTS dial pairs, SIP dial pairs, SRST phones. You can add these and then build the media profiles that go along with each of these, or translation profiles, or other things that you would reuse across your sites. So very handy stuff. So in conclusion, I just wanted to give you a first look at how we are bringing those voice features into our Viptela SD-WAN solution, you know, really delivering on that single box solution for SD-WAN. A lot of people are looking forward to it. This is phase one, and many more features will be rapidly coming out into the solution, but really exciting to see those features come. Please subscribe to our channel and look for more these short videos here on Baz Bytes going forward. Thank you.